She named our son after her ex-boyfriend without telling me. It's just a name. He was important to me. I replied, he can be the dad. Then the next morning, I filed for divorce, submitted a paternity acknowledgement withdrawal, and publicly announced I would not raise a child named after another man. I discovered the truth at 3 a.m. on day 6. Our son was sleeping in the bassinet. My wife was passed out from exhaustion, and I was scrolling Instagram during a feeding when I saw it. Her ex-boyfriend Lucas Hayes posted a gym selfie, stupid motivational caption about grinding. But the top comment made my stomach drop. My wife, heart emoji, looking good as always, posted 4 hours after we left the hospital with our newborn son. Our son named Lucas Martin Anderson. I clicked his profile, started scrolling, found a wedding photo from last year. My wife was in it, his arm around her shoulders. She told me that trip was a girls' weekend. Then I checked her texts. We had an open phone policy. Never needed to use it before. Found the thread with Lucas Hayes going back months. Nothing explicit, but intimate in a way that made me sick. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if we stayed together. Me too. You were the one that got away. That exchange was from 3 months ago. She was 6 months pregnant with my child, but the message that destroyed me was from 6 days ago. The day we named our son. Her. We named him Lucas Martin. After you. Him. Wow. Honored. Always knew you'd find a way to keep me close. Her. Always. I read that word 15 times. Always. Like a promise. Like a vow she'd made to him instead of me. I put the phone down, walked to the bassinet, looked at my son sleeping peacefully. Lucas Martin Anderson. Named after a man who wasn't his father. A man my wife apparently never stopped loving. When she woke up, I was sitting in the kitchen. Hadn't slept. What's wrong? She asked. Lucas Martin. That's Lucas Hayes. Your ex-boyfriend. She froze. Then recovered too quickly. It's just a name I've always liked. You texted him the day he was born. Told him you named our son after him. He said he was honored. Her face went pale. You went through my phone. Open phone policy, remember? She sat down, started crying. It's not what you think. Lucas was important to me. That time in my life was important. The name just represents who I was back then. You told him you wonder what would have happened if you stayed together while pregnant with my baby. That was just talking. Nothing happened. You named our son after him. That happened. She reached for my hand. I pulled away. It's just a name, she whispered. He was important to me. I looked at her. Really looked. At the woman I'd married. The woman I trusted completely. The woman who'd just admitted another man was important enough to name our child after. He can be the dad then. Her eyes went wide. What? If Lucas Hayes is so important, he can raise Lucas Martin. I'm done. I was at a lawyer's office by 8 a.m. Filed for divorce by noon. Then I filed a paternity acknowledgement withdrawal. My lawyer said it was extreme. I said so was naming your baby after your ex-boyfriend. That night I posted everything. The texts, the comments, the whole story. Tagged my wife. Let everyone see exactly why I was leaving 6 days after my son was born. Her family called me a monster. Her mother screamed that I was abandoning my child over a name. Her father said I was being petty and vindictive. My phone exploded. Half the comments said I was justified. Half said I was insane. I didn't care about either half. Emily called 17 times. I declined everyone. She texted, please take it down. You're destroying me. Everyone thinks I'm a cheater. I replied, you emotionally cheated for our entire marriage, and then branded our son with his name. 3 weeks of silence followed. The divorce paperwork sat pending. The paternity withdrawal was processing. I stayed at my parents' house. Saw my son when Emily dropped him off. Called him Buddy instead of his name. Then her father called. Voice calm. Defeated. What do you actually want? Bottom line. Change his name. Cut all contact with Lucas Hayes. Permanently. Block him on everything. Then maybe we talk. And if she does that, then I withdraw the divorce. Reinstate paternity. Come home. That's really all you want? That's everything I want. 2 days later, Emily called. Voice flat. Broken. I'll change his name. James Robert. After your grandfather and mine. I'll block Lucas on everything. I already did. I'm sending you screenshots now. My phone buzzed. Instagram blocked. Facebook blocked. Phone number blocked. Email blocked. I'm sorry, she whispered. I didn't understand what I was doing to you. To us, I thought it was just a name. It's never just a name. We met at the county records office. Both signed the amendment. Lucas Martin Anderson became James Robert Anderson. Official. Permanent. I withdrew the divorce. Reinstated paternity. Came home that night. Emily was on the couch. James was sleeping in his bassinet. I love you, she said. I'm so sorry. I love you too. And I meant it. But things were different now. Trust was cracked. Maybe it would heal. Maybe it wouldn't. We're still in counseling. Still married. Still working through it.